And welcome back to Straight Talk Africa, live from Washington. Once again, it's time to bring in my colleague and social media reporter, Mariama Diallo. Mariama.
Well, hello, Shaka, again. And per your discussion, Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan did indeed announce the creation of an advisory panel to establish a national conference in order to deal with some of the current problems his country is facing. Many Nigerians believe the government's ongoing battle with the Islamist militant group Boko Haram in the northern part of the nation is the president's primary motivation in wanting to establish the conference. However, Mr. Jonathan says there are a myriad of other issues such as poverty, corruption, and internal disagreements that need to be dealt with in a national forum. Therefore, our question of the week asks, what in your view needs to be addressed in order for Nigeria's national conference to be a success? Well, we'll get right to your reactions and begin with a comment from Valentine Onwuka in Ghana, who writes, a national conference in Nigeria is not what we need at this time, nor at any other time. What we need is a sovereign national conference which will induce changes in the constitutional framework of Nigeria. What will take place now is an intellectual roundtable that will only generate more debates and no positive, efficient, and progressive results. Another comment comes from Clive Mukanzi in Nairobi, Kenya. He wrote that the Nigerian government should redistribute oil resources so that the poor can have a smile on their faces. Poverty is the foundation of Boko Haram and emancipation of the Niger Delta. Shaka?
Thank you very much, Mariama. How do you respond to that, Sylvester?
Frankly, that's an interesting question, and I'm glad to get that because, and also I'm going to say that this is the reason the national conference is highly needed in order to address some of these issues, but it must be done in a bipartisan fashion so that all ears and all voices will be included. That, as I earlier mentioned, Nigeria is one of the biggest nations in the world, has rich oil, but yet we have a huge amount of people going poor, and that is the essence of corruption. Even here in the United States, if you provide job for some of those crime area, you find out that you reduce the crime infected situation. So I think helping Nigeria, it will be good for the government, our leader, and the president to use this as an avenue to think of bringing investments to Nigeria or creating an environment where there will be huge investors coming to Nigeria. What the second person mentioned on the distribution of wealth, because we have that lack of economic justice in Nigeria. It is kind of survival of the fittest. The rich will continue to go rich, and the poor stay stagnant where they are. There are a lot of redundant people. Look, I am not in support of any crime or whatever, but when you trace all this very carefully, you find out that it's because of poverty that people. Imagine a youth, imagine a graduate. After university, you serve in NYSC, you have no job, you're roaming about the street, you have a mother you need to take care of, your father or brothers or siblings you need to take care of, but you cannot do that. What would they result in?